Hello everybody, I'm Surta and welcome back to Occupy Mars. We have a few things going here. We have our coffee, it is fully grown. We have lettuce fully grown. We have oxygen trees and they are ready to be transplanted, I believe. We also have some spruce trees and some apple trees, along with a few beetroot. And I think there are a couple of things in the incubators as well. Yep, we have pepper plants and we have soy plants. I think that's basically everything that I have planted. Over in the greenhouse, we have a bunch of really good looking cabbage, some dodgy looking pumpkins, and everything is going really well. I've also made some adjustments to the outside of the building. So let's head out. It is early in the morning. Oh, and I built more battery banks. We have lots and lots of battery power, and they all fill up during the day, which is pretty good. So I've got two sleeping units out on this side, and then I've moved the bathroom unit to that side. And then I'm going to build this. This is the HQ. Now, I made a huge mistake. In between episodes, I built the hangar, not thinking that the hangar has a really big door that goes straight outside. I mean, it's very cool. Problem is, the oxygen all went away. So my base was full of oxygen, and it went away because I didn't think to put any airlocks in between the hangar and the rest of the place. So I have airlocks now, and I think my oxygen in here, if I can find a room, my oxygen in here is starting to pick up again, very slowly. Anyway, we do have a hangar, and it's pretty impressive, and we can bring our vehicles into it, and it has a control panel over here that allows you to add devices, and I don't know what those devices are yet. But yeah, pretty cool. And the spacing was just about enough. I've also added extra oxygen tanks into the Rover. So there are 6 in there now. And there are also 3 batteries. So if we head in here, actually, what the heck? Where did my oxygen bottles go? Oh man, that is so wrong. I had 6 oxygen bottles and 3 batteries in here. And they are just gone. Huh. They aren't in my inventory. Where the heck are they? And they aren't in here. Oh, that's ridiculous. Alright, well, that was a lot of time and lots of resources that I used to make all of those, but I did go out in between episodes and do a little bit of mining. Hopefully that material is still here. Yep, we've got quite a bit. So plenty silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, and a bit of uranium. I really, really would like to know what the heck happened to all of this. Unreal. Alright, well, that's one of those things, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to build the HQ today. We are going to get a new entrance to this place. Maybe a bigger dome or 2 out in this direction, because we're going to need more space for some of those trees. And then we're going to look at the better solar panel, the Kilopower, and maybe add 1 or 2 of those in. And we also have a lot of research to do. So there's a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. So let's start by building that HQ and see what that looks like. I think it's going to be pretty sweet looking. We've seen them before in some of the derelict places like over there. So let's get this done. And it looks like I'm missing some screws and a big circuit board. Alright, let me go and get those. Actually, while I'm here, can I finish these? Screws. Alright, well, let me get screws and I'll be back. I think 50 should be good. That'll give us 500 screws. Right, there are the screws. Let's go. Alright, we have everything now, I think. And it's done. Cool. We'll do the connecting corridors. It's gonna knock our oxygen a little bit while this all fills up. And we have more places to plug goodies in. We don't need to, but we've got them. And these are all done. So let's go inside. Okay, lights are off. Did I miss a connection somewhere? Okay, no, we need to add more power. That actually used quite a bit, so I'm going to push it up to 220. That should be fine. There we go. So we've got this area to work with now. We can put things in here. We can go upstairs. We can put things in here. And we can look over our base. Nice. Would have been nice if it had more windows, but that's cool. Anyway, back downstairs, I believe I have one more piece to build. And that's outside, right there. And then this connects it from 2 sides. And I'm missing glass plates now. It's not a big stress. Anyway, it does have another output, and I think in this direction, I might do the canteen. And then over on that side, I'm going to bring it out and do a large dome. But yeah, that's not for right now. right now I want to go and do some research because we have points and we have blueprints that are already unlocked. So we can hop in here. I've allowed a bit more power, so I hope I won't have any problems with putting tables on. And I think we'll start with the electrical bench. So we head over here and we're going to go right to the end. And there it is. Kilopower. I have done everything. It is all ready. Wait, I've already unlocked it. Huh. Well then, I think the only thing outstanding was the soldering station. There we go. Now that we've done all of that, do I get to unlock anything else? Yes, there we go. More efficient panels, and I have all of these points. I think I'm just going to split them between the two. And then this is the last one. Infinitely more efficient panels. So our panels are 10% better, and our batteries are 11.6% better. Super, that's done. And the electricity bench can go off. Now if we have a look in the tech tree, I do have everything unlocked. Oh wait, we have to unlock. We actually have to make the 2 uranium rods. Even if I've got uranium rods on me, I still have to make 2 to be able to unlock the small miner. So let's switch power on for the mechanic workstation, and then we can go and do that. So grinder 3 unlocked. And another thing that I'd like to do while I'm here is the welder. That's done. And I suppose I could do torch 3, or maybe unlock this radio-based control, or to make mining easier, automatic rock lifting. But for that, I need the blueprint. I don't have it. Yeah, what the heck? Blowtorch 3 it is. We have another one coming up soon. Okay, that's all our points there. So we can turn the mechanics workbench off. And then I'm going to turn botany on. And let's go and see if there's anything we can do in there. Okay, so we have 1 point. There's another one on the way. We could get additional life support or the large dome. I'm going to go with the large dome. Just because I want it. Alright, we're all done here. And we can power that off. Right, so for us to be able to advance a bit, because I do want to get to the miners, we need to build a uranium centrifuge. That uses a fair bit of power, but I'm pretty sure that I can pop one over here somewhere. And there it is. It's under the electricity section, so we can grab that. I'm going to keep it a little bit out of the way. Power will go in from that side, so we can have it something like this. And what I might do is just put a transformer over here. Anyway, let's build this thing first. Okay, so I'm short of some glass plate and a medium circuit board. Let's go and sort that out. So glass plate, we can do, let's do 60. And that's underway. And while that's happening, I'll go get the medium circuit board. So we hop into our storage and it'll be in that box. Perfect. And I'm going to grab my little stack of uranium out of here while I'm here. Oh, and yes, those signs. So if we head down this way, you can see we've got bed 1, we have bed 2, and we have the bathroom. And then if we come down here, this is the HQ. So it's very nice. And it heads down into this room with all of our tables. I think I'm going to move this. I'm going to move the tables 1 down and have the life support stuff in this one rather. And maybe break this workshop down and turn it into a lobby. And then put the life support stuff in. Anyway, just thoughts right now. And there are our glass plates all nicely done. So yeah, I will put a transformer in. I'll just put it over here. Then I can unplug that from there and bring it into this one. And that is that plug, which I will put down on the ground. Very quickly build this. Oh no, my word, I'm missing aluminium plates and a small circuit board. And I've unplugged this now so I can't get into it. Oh jeez, you know. Sometimes you just have those days. Right, aluminium plate. Let's just do 50. And then I need to run inside and go and get that small circuit board. Okay, that's done. And our aluminium is ready. Now we can build the transformer. And we should be able to finish this now as well. That is done. I turn my torch on. And that's the centrifuge. Okay, now this won't have power because we haven't connected any. So we'll grab a line. We'll take it into there. And then I'm going to grab this one and plug it into that port. And then connect this one over to here. Just like that. Cool. So this needs 40, this needs 20. I need to be supplying this 60. So we'll put the 20 there. We'll put the 40. We'll put the 40 in there. And I need to go and update this transformer to send 60 in that direction. Good. Yeah, we're going to need those better solar panels very, very soon. And then I can come into the uranium centrifuge and I can just double click the uranium and it puts 5 in each slot and we can switch them all on. Good. Now those will make us uranium rods. Make sure that we're still right on power. It looks like we are. Now maybe this isn't a good idea to do at night, and hopefully our batteries will be fine. Yeah, look at that. That one's also full. This one's being used, and this one is still full. I think we'll be okay. So no reason to stick around. Let's go to sleep. I'm starting to like my setup a bit. So we'll sleep until 7 and that's it. Well, there you go. It's very early in the morning. We haven't had any storm warnings. I'm sure we'll have one eventually. Let's go and see how we're doing over here. These are not fast, but we did leave them all night and they're at 55%. So yeah, that's going to take a bit. Now we need 8 of those uranium rods to be able to make 1 kilopower. But that'll give us 88 production of electricity day and night. So not bad. But more importantly, the first 2 that we make will allow us to unlock mines, and we'll be able to go out and find remote areas where we can put mines. I'm still really upset about this. Anyway, what can you do? I am using oxygen here. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I stopped when I needed to fill my base up. So there's no point in having this connected. I don't really use the oxygen inside this vehicle anyway. Battery, however, well, actually the oxygen is full. Oh yeah, that's because there's no flippin' oxygen bottles in there. Battery's not good. I need to plug the batteries in again. But now I have a transformer that's slightly closer. So let's run this line in. The worst part is the batteries were actually all fully charged. The 3 that I had in there. Now I'm down to 1. Well, I'll do that again between episodes. Not a stress. Just have to make all that sulfuric acid again. Okay, now our usage over here is... That's another 42. So it's 102 that we need in this transformer. So we up that to 102. Yeah, well, our usage is starting to get really high. And with it being early in the morning, these 2 are still full. This one looks like it probably emptied out. And this one was being used as well. So I think we did okay overnight with what we had. I think what I'm going to do for now, I like the Rover, but I'm going to take the battery out of it. I don't know what the radar in the Rover does to batteries. So I'm going to take that battery. Oh, and just in case you didn't notice, because I didn't, there's actually a storage in the Rover as well. Don't know why I never noticed that before. So let's grab that battery. We'll put it in over there. Select number 4. Where'd it go? Where the heck did it go? Oh, hell no. I think it's... I don't know. Maybe they are both there. I'm telling you, that only looks like 1 though. Maybe it's a visual thing. Don't know. Alright. Well, regardless, I'm going to have to make another battery anyway for the vehicle. How are we doing over here? Everything that I want to do today is going to be waiting for this to finish. We're at 68%. Oh, hang on a second. I just found my battery. Somehow it switched to number 6. You know what? Maybe I should move the vehicle. Maybe that's just a little thing that it's got going. I'll unplug it. Just drop this down over here. Close that up. And let's just move. We'll move up over here. And then if I run around this side... Nope, still not there. Alright, well, let's try this again. So now it's showing up that the other batteries aren't actually here. But we have 2 now. Okay, so we'll plug this in, close this door, and we'll let that charge. Alright, good. Our oxygen is still filling up in here. Everything else is good. I need to eat. So I'll grab myself a bite and run through and go and have myself some water in the bathroom. There we go. Water is refilled. Go and change out my suit battery. And that's done. Drop the other one in to charge. Yep, we're all good. And we're at 80%. It looks like it's going to take us the better parts of the day to get this done. And I wouldn't want to put 2 of these down necessarily because they do chew a bit of power. Although, power won't be a problem shortly. Let's go and do the upgrade on my grinder because I haven't done that yet. And I need to do some repairs anyway. So, grinder, repair. Oh, we can just go straight to the upgrade. There it is. And there you have it. We have improved grinder 3. So we can take that. I do need to do a repair on this. Blowtorch is repaired and I can do the upgrade. And that's done. So I'll take it. In the inventory, move the blowtorch back into its position, the grinder into its position, scanner, and water pipe that somehow left its position. And I can go and drop off things that I don't really need right now. So the decorative boards, I've actually picked up 2 sets of 10. Very cool. Room decorations as well, I need to figure out those. We'll get there, and I'll just drop the extra materials in here. Fuses and ceramic heat shields, and rubber. Yeah, I built myself a few extra boxes for building material and for circuits, in case I need to go out and do some exploring and gathering. Which will happen because now I have grinder tier 3. How are we doing over here? We are at 88%. Alright, well, let's head out to that little facility, and I might as well just go on foot. It's right here, and we can pull out our new fancy grinder and start chopping, because now we can remove entire bases. I did pick up everything out of here, didn't I? Unless there's stuff that I need to scan. Right, let me walk around, see if there's anything in here that needs scanning. There is something. It is a bench of sorts. Right, simple bench. And then upstairs, oh, there we go. I can scan the screen. Okay, monitor unlocked. Oh, there's another one. Desk lamp. A desk lamp. Okay, nothing else here. That chair's already been scanned. Oh, that must be another type of chair. That's done. Laptop. That's done. And by rights, I should be just grabbing everything in here. So let's just take it all down. It should be really fast with this grinder. And it's going to give us a heap load of resources. Right, that chair, I think I have cleared out everything. There's some cables, but I'm not going to bother with those. We'll sort out the downstairs. And that is the downstairs emptied out. Can I do the backpacks? I can. I wonder if that's a scannable. Let's check that out. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, the posters are. So let's not forget about the posters. Right, so back to grinding. And that is the inside of this place completely done. Do I get anything if I scrap those? Silicon. Okay. Good, let's get the rest of this place taken down. So I'll do all the ramps and the airlocks first. And all we're left with is the HQ. So let's see if I can find a hot spot to hit. There's one. And we are almost there. This should do it. And we're done. That base is gone. Now the thing with these bases is the location is reserved, so you can't build over it. If we go to the map, it still shows as being there. But now it's in red. Whereas the ones that I visited apparently are in orange, and the ones I haven't visited are in grey. But I'm pretty sure I've been there. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Whole base destroyed. And we got a lot of good material for that. And by now we should have uranium rods. So if we hop in here, yep, the uranium rods are done. I can take them and just load this up again and switch them all on. Perfect. Now we can go and do some research. So we need to switch the materials bench on and then hop into it. And we should have all the conditions met for the small miner. Yes, we'll do it. And we're just going to do the large one, or the regular one. That also has a minor container ramp. So let's see what we have. Right, so let's have a look at all of the stuff that we can make. Decorations, we have a whole bunch more that are not grayed out. There's the posters. Electronic props. Okay, good. So if I wanted to make a large miner, that's the miner. Those are all the requirements. I have rubber and I have some solid rocket fuel, but obviously I don't have the materials. I think I used up all my sulfur, and that's why it's showing that I can't make them. If I add that, it adds everything. Oh, okay, well it's added everything. Another thing I want to do is container, this container over here, and we're going to add that. And that's going to go overnight and do what we need it to do. And then I can run in here, do there's the rubber. Not sure if I needed more than that. We head over here. There's more rubber. And the solid rocket fuel, there it is. Alright, we've been on battery power for an hour. I'm just going to go and check the batteries just in case. This should be full. It is. So should this. It is. And then these two should be getting used. Okay, this one's dropping pretty rapidly. And this one is still full. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. But yeah, as you can see, the power is getting drawn super quickly. And if we wanted to build this, yeah, we still need more uranium rods. I had one before that I'd found, and then we made 4, so that's fine. The miner doesn't say how much power it uses. Okay. Yeah, I've got the aluminium titanium plate, the ceramic heat shielding, and I'm making the uranium rods. There's the ceramic heat shielding, and there's the aluminium titanium. Those I got from breaking down those wind turbines. Right, not a lot that I can do. I'm not checking on the plants right now. That can be for another time. I'm going to hit the sack and we'll wake up at, I don't know, like 6:30 as the sun is coming up. Then we can go and check batteries and make sure that we're all good. Alright, it's early in the morning. I'm good on water, I'm good on food. The sun is starting to come up. This is still working. Oh, it's just finished. Nice. To load that up, I'm going to need to go and get a little bit more uranium. But before I do that, I want to go and check on my batteries. Number 4 is full. Number 3, that was starting to get used. Number 2 was pretty much empty. And number 1 was also empty. Okay. Well, as long as that keeps holding, I mean, if these manage to fill up during the day, then we're fine. This is still busy. It's busy with the last item. So I'm going to move my truck forward a little. Battery is full, so I can disconnect. And I'll just go and drop this cable down over there. And I'm going to move forward just a bit. Alright, so we're in the loading zone. And then we can hop out, go into here. Everything is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the trailers. I'm going to take this container over there and apply. And we can hop out and watch magic happen. So that is the tipper now being lifted and unloaded. And it's going to take a moment. There's a whole animation process to this. This gate is opened. The tipper will drop in. And we have a very bare bones rover again. And then we get this, which is a container. And that goes in and it's going to come across and load up. There we go. It's almost in place. And we are done. So now we can go to this container. And we can click on use. And look at all that space we have. We can go and pick up lots and lots of stuff. Mostly ores, I think. But they'd have to be crushed first. So let's start this process. We're going to hop into our rover. And we're going to start heading out. And I'm not exactly sure where. But we can go up here and we can put the radar on. And that sends out a ping. And then we're just going to have a look around to see if we can see what's pinging. And it might be easier to do it this way. There's something here. What do we have here? Oh man, I hope this is silicon. That's water over there. But whatever this is, we are right over it. So, let's hop out. Best place found for placing a mine. Yeah, this is the best place found for placing a mine. And it is silicon. That's pretty nice. Silicon's really important. There's a base we can break down. So let's start this process. We're going to get a mine. So the regular miner. Oh, I needed a big circuit board. Good lord, really? I'll be right back. And I forgot to pick up all the stuff that I need to take with me anyway. Yeah, oh, we can actually make circuit boards now. I made one. Alright, well, let's move all of this stuff over. And as you can see, it's not filling my inventory because I have all of these boxes for building materials. And I also forgot to pick up some uranium. So let's grab another stack and we can keep this going. And now to take the run out. Right, we're back. This is the spot. This location has a capacity of 2,000. It's not very much. Hardly seems worth putting a big miner down, but we're going to anyway. And I've never used one of these before, so bear with me. Okay, miner. That looks like a location right there. And we can build this. Now we do have the welder on. Oh, actually, you know what? We have the welder. But then I think everything needs to be in the storage. Let's see. Now, I don't know if I was supposed to build the welder, but I researched it, so I hope that it's just with us. Right, so there we go. I hope we're close enough. Should be. Hit tab, change our view. Yes, we have the welder, so we'll attach that. Hello? Why didn't it attach? Attach, there we go. Now it's attaching it, and there's our welder. So, we go out there. Yeah, okay. I see I need to load the stuff into the storage. So it has to be in the Rover storage. I'll do that sometime. Right now, I couldn't be bothered transferring it all. So I'll just use my blowtorch. And it's pretty quick with this Mark III. So we are almost done. There we go. And does this is loud. This doesn't even take power, it's mining. It mines slowly, but, you know, it mines. Now, what happens if I click load container? What container is it loading? Oh, hang on, there was this container ramp. Okay, that goes there. So I need to build this as well. I have everything? I do have everything. Alright, so that's loaded. Now, does that mean that I need to bring my container around? Hang on, let me just turn the sound down. That's a bit more acceptable. I'm going to need to... I think I see where it needs to go. So I'm going to have to do some reversing. Whoa, oh, too much. Come on, turn. Okay, stop. I have no idea. Is this right? Is it not? I have... oh, okay, I'm in the loading zone. I don't know how big that loading zone is. But we can get out, and we can go to the mine control panel, change to first person, and there's 18 mined. Load container. You can also bring a tipper, and then we'll watch this. Oh, there's a crane. I see. Wow, that's pretty cool. And I take it my container is now loaded. So I don't have to park right there. I think this could probably reach. It looks like it's got another segment. Yep. Very cool. Let's go and have a look at what we got. There we go. Got some chlorine, some potassium, and some silicon. Very, very nice. Oh, there we go. We have our first mining outpost. It doesn't have a lot in it. It's only got 2,000. But I mean, if it's something that can be mined without us being there, and I just have to come and load it up, I'm very happy with that. Let's go and see if we can find more locations, and maybe break down a couple more places on our way there. Okay, so here's a spot. Let me put my radar on, see if we can see anything around here. Not off. Yeah, not immediately. That's the one that we're mining. That looks like we're going to have to travel a bit further. But we can hop out over here and start breaking things down. And all I have left right now is this dome. We are getting a bunch of materials. There we go. Oh, there is one thing left. That's that. Good. So we can move on. Battery still looks good in here. My inventory is still fine, because most of the stuff is going into these boxes and getting nicely compressed. Immediately turn the radar on, and then off we go again. I'm kind of hoping to find something else close by. Maybe iron. Iron would be good. Although aluminium's also pretty important. I see more water over there. I think that's water. So you can have outposts if you have trouble with water. If you need a lot more water, then the replenishment rate of your aqueduct... Oh, look. Hang on. I need to hop out. There is more uranium. I just found a meteor. So let's go and sort the... Oh, I don't have my suit. You know what? I'm not going to die immediately. And I can't actually take these... Oh, that's bad. I'm going to get so little out of this. I should have left my tipper attached. Yeah, I only got 19 out of that. The other one that I did the proper way, I got like 200. Anyway, that's fine. You live and learn. Right, radar back on. And on we go. Yeah, this water is right here. Let's maybe just make sure that it is actually water. Yep, it's water. Okay, I see something over there. That's not water. It might be aluminium. And we're over the top of it. So I can pull my detector out. And this is calcium. Okay. Go to the map. We'll mark our location right there. Give it a name. Calcium deposit. And enter. And click the little checkbox. And now it will stay. And we have the marker. Super. And that had, actually, hold on, how much did that? That had 4,000, right? Yeah, 4,000 in there. Very nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to head back. Let's put that radar on again. So I'll go over the top of the mountains and see if there's anything in the opposite direction of our base, from our base. Wait, I see something over there. It's red again. Is that another? It's another spot. Let's get out. I have to use my torch this time. And detector. Build a mine. What did we find? This is iron. Switch the torch off so I can actually see. Yeah, we're right over the top of it. So, mark this location. Iron. And do that. And now we have an iron location with 2,000 capacity. I imagine things will be better the further away we get. We might find bigger spots. Put the radar back on. Get the headlights on. Radar. And we're going to head back to base. We're very close. And it looks like we're picking up our own water source over there. Nothing out of that direction. Ooh, there's something right here. What do we got here? This is literally right next to our base. Tell me that is aluminium, calcium again. So we'll call it calcium. And there we go. That's marked. Great. And that is very close to the base. Should we park inside of our... Ooh, let's do this. We'll park inside. See how that works. There are no lights in here. Door open. How do I close door? This one. It's closing. There we go. Now, I do wonder why it's picking up the oxygen in here. It shouldn't be. I'm not sure how that works. But it's okay. I'm happy with that. Now, if I wanted to, I could plug my vehicle in here as well. And what is this for? Oh, this. Oh, you can bring your containers in here. Oh, nifty. Well, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. But before I go to sleep, I would like to pop out and just put some more rods on. So this should be finished. Should it be? No, it's not quite. Ah, pity. We have to do it in the morning. Okay, well, then it's bedtime. We'll sleep until 6:30 and we'll see you in the morning. Right, it's morning. Let's go and put some more uranium on. And let's build one of those new guys. So, we grab that. Since we don't need power for the miners, grab that, put that all in, and start this up again. And then I'm going to head out. Now, these are a little dangerous because they do take uranium rods, so getting close to them will cause you problems. Anyway, we are building Kilopower, and I'm going to switch this and see how close. I think that's probably fine. I'll just rotate that around and see if we have everything we need. We have... Why is it telling me I've only got 5 rods? Did I not pick up those others? Alright, well, let's build what we can. Yeah, so once those uranium rods go in here, this becomes radioactive. So getting close to it could do damage. Alright, let's go and get those uranium rods. I was pretty sure I'd pick them up. Unless... hold on a second. Oh, the miner uses 8. Oh, I see. Alright, well, I'm going to have to wait for these to finish. How are we doing? That stayed full. That was being used a bit. That was emptied. And that was emptied. So yeah, more production is definitely needed. I've got enough battery power to run the base. I just don't have enough feeding into the batteries. I would like to have a lot more than I need. Let's have a look at our oxygen storage. 12,000 stored, water 26,000 stored. We're good. So before I finish that Kilopower, I need 3 more. And yeah, they're going to take the whole day to do. So there was something pretty cool that I found. I mean, it's been there the whole time, but I haven't really played with it until we did the co-op, and that's the motorbike. Now, I'm short of some things here. Oh, just a couple of pure silicon. Right, well, let's build it. I think I have pure silicon somewhere. I will just put 10 on very quickly. Looks like my printing is finished. Just waiting for it to cool down, and then it'll go in. Come on, almost done. There it goes. So we hop in, and in the inventory, print a container. There's the pure silicon. Now the resources, yeah, I was worried when I first started because I didn't realize that you could scroll, and I thought this was just, the storage in here is enormous. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff, and I can have even more if I want. So yeah, good. Now I believe there's a way that you can load your containers with materials. So you can come in here, choose the one you want, have all the materials made, load them in the container, and put the container on the truck. I'll have to fiddle with that to figure out how it all works. But now we have a bike, and it needs to be charged. So if we hop onto it, it's got a 50% charge at the moment. The thing about this is you can travel long distances very, very quickly. It doesn't charge itself, it doesn't have any fancy features like that, but it is quick and it is fun. So let's check this out. The bike, man, it needs 42. That's crazy. I'll take this one down to 0 again. No, not 20, I want 42. But that should fill it up like crazy fast. And you can't see until you get on it. Yep, battery does last for a while as well. The bike is charged, so let's unplug. But before we hop on it, let's go and have a look at our messages. Probe signal, let's follow that one. And where was it? 956 meters that way. Perfect. Let's hop on the bike and we'll take a spin out that way. This is a lot of fun. Have a look at our speed. We're doing 70. So it's really fast. So if you want to head out somewhere and just like quickly go and do something, this might be the machine. But you can hurt yourself. You can fall. It does battle a little bit through the sand. It wiggles a bit. And you can jump long distances. Oh, look, there's something I can break down. There's a couple of things I can break down. All right, our probe is somewhere over here. Oh, there's a bunch of places here. I'm pretty sure I visited these areas. Oops. All right. Oi. Easy. Let us get this. And it is, what is it? Chemistry. Oh, good. I want those. Cool. And then we can just break this probe down, or the rocket anyway. That's done. I think I'll go over to this one first. I'm pretty sure that I've cleared this place. Yeah, I don't see anything in here. There might be, wow, a whole bunch of storages. There might be things to scan though. So yeah, we'll just quickly run through to see if we get any hits on the scanner. Oh, we found some, oh, there's stuff here. Have I not been here? We're getting seed magazines, there's a bit of silicon, there's some electronics. We have a med kit over here. Is that a tablet? Oh, very nice. Okay, obviously I haven't been here, but we can scan that, and we're going to have a chessboard. Yes, very good. So you got to look at the little things. There's even some hose here. There's stuff on this top shelf. All right, we've got all of that. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else in this room, so I'm going to rip everything down. I didn't do any repairs on my tools, but I don't think it's a problem. Wait a minute. Do we scan that? No. So it can go. Right, I believe we are cleaned out over here. So let's keep going because there are more things in this facility, like big circuit boards. And we can scan that barrel. Yep, that's about it in here. And I think with this, we have cleared this room. Cool. Nice. Some motors. Get rid of this box. Air tanks. Well, those are part of this. Oh, no, they are a decoration. Huh. Well, good. That also means they can be broken down. Cool. Next room. Yeah, this is just a standard bathroom. There is nothing in here. And then in here we have some food. Always welcome. And we can scan a bottle. And that is just that bottle. Champagne bottle red. Oh, a resource drop has been detected. What is the time? It's 4:30. Yeah, I better get a move on. Grab some steel plate. Another big circuit board. Silicon rock. Yeah, nothing else I can pick up in here. That looks like food. Yeah, nothing over here. Nothing over there. I believe I have everything here done. But wait, there's more. Circuit boards. More. Oh, my inventory is full. Oh, there's a surprise. Can I stack something? Yep, I can. No, I can't. Potato. Well, that does mean that I can't really do anything else here. I mean, I could break these down because I'm sure these are building materials, so there's no issue with that. If I was to use my grinder, yeah, there we go. So I can pick up all the building materials. Anyway, that wasn't the whole point of this little excursion. I can come back here and break all of this down. Let's head home. Yeah, the point of the excursion was to show you the motorbike, really. But we managed to get a few things done, and I can always pop over here again. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I think I saw Alpha Base. It was down that way. And with the elevation, yeah, that looks nice. I see another meteor spot over here. I'll have to come back to that. Eventually I'll get through all of them. But yeah, now we'll just be heading home. Our base looks pretty good from up here. Yeah, not bad. And by now we should have some uranium done. So let's park and go and pick it up. Yep, it is done. I can pick it up because it goes into building materials. Offload some more uranium. Didn't get any new plants, but I think I have all the different types of plants now. Alright, so those are going. That means I can just run over here quickly. And we can finish building this guy. Yep, there's radiation. Alright, so I'm going to need somewhere to plug it in. And all my slots over here are full. But that's fine because we can extend things. We'll do transformer expansion. We'll stick it over there. And we have everything to build it. Excellent. So I can have another 8 things plugged in here. And if I drag this over this way and try and plug it in without taking too much damage. There we go. And then we have to set this to receive that input. Set, let's see, set 4. It is producing 88. Now that means that I could take this number up to 950. That'll be the output going to the next transformer bank, which is here. And these are already set to accept a lot more than that, so that's fine. That just means that we are going to get charged at night. Yeah, which means that when we wake up in the morning, none of the batteries will be empty. I mean, it's not too bad looking. The only one that's gone down is this one. And yeah, it's used about half. But it'll be going down slower than it was before. So I want to put another 4 or 8 of those in, depending on how much I need. But I think I've got more than I need right now. Anyway, there's one more thing I'd like to do. I'm going to build a light. And let's put a light pole there. No? Maybe? Why not? Why can I not put a light pole in anywhere? Huh. I wonder what I'm missing. I mean, I've got all the materials to make it. It just will not let me put a light pole in. Would have been really cool right here. Rotating doesn't change. You can't go up or down on these. No idea. But I am hungry, so might as well grab a bite. And we're at 95%. And I've got some stuff that I can offload. So let's head in. Oh yeah, I picked up an abandoned tablet. I could have dropped that. And I've got a new water bottle as well. So I can go and fill up with water. Go and drop off a couple of seeds first. Great, that's done. I did pick up a pen drive, right? Yeah. It would have gone into one of these boxes. There it is. So that's chemistry. Chemistry table. We'll switch that on. I wasn't supposed to do that. The chem, that's the workbench. Materials. Switch that off. Chem lab on. And decoding. Drop this in and start decoding. Good. And then we picked up a tablet. So let's go and see what this has got on it. Automatic rock lifting, spotty aerogel synthesis. I think I'm going to go for automatic rock lifting. Spotty we'll get to. Right, we just unlocked aerogel synthesis. So let's hop in here. We'll turn the chem lab off. Materials on. Hop into the materials bench. Let's see what we can do. I've got 3 points. Oh wait, it wasn't in here, was it? Nope, wrong one. This one still needs... Oh, that's completed. Completed. Okay, so the rocket is ready. The launch pad isn't because I've still got to do the O2 thing. Yep, I'm in the wrong table. So there are only 2 researchers left to do here. Ooh, and we can increase water extraction. Okay, so not materials. Turn materials off, turn mechanics on. Let's go and see what we can do there. Automatic rock lifting, that's the one. Do we want to do that? Is there anything more important? Multiple rock grabbing. We've only got 1 point here, so got to be a bit careful with it. Radio base control. Actually, I'd like to do that. I'd like to explore that and see what it's all about. The ability to remotely control the base. Yeah, that might be good. Okay, well, we're done in this one. Let's have a look in botany. Do we have any more points? No, we don't. Electricity, we do have a point. All right, well, might as well use it. So that's on, and electrical station. And industrial energy converters, we'll do that. Great. That's all done. How much more I can do? Turn the power off on that table and hit the sack. And then in the morning, we'll go out and check on that mine. Oh, it's already morning. There you go. We had our power nap. It's all good. Let's see if this finished. It did. So we can throw some more uranium in. Keep making these because we're going to need more of those Kilopower things. Number 4 is full. Number 3 is full. Number 2 is empty. And number 1 is, yeah, it's creeping up to half. Yep. we survived the night without a problem. Yeah, we just got to watch out. Those uranium things can hit us. I mean, we don't get irradiated quickly. Oh, look, there's a cable lying over here. It's not as if it's instant death, but it does affect our health slowly. And it picks up. Anyway, not going to hang around there. Right, so I'm going to head down to the garage. Thinking I'm wasting a lot of space over on this side. Our oxygen is, well, we had it like 2/3 full. That's pretty good. We will open the door. Okay, so when you open the door, the lights inside turn off. Right, gotcha. All right, let's go in our truck and get ourselves out of here. And we're going to quickly head over to our mine and see how much it's managed to pick up. And I'm thinking that if I pull in, like next to it, let's see if that is going to be workable. No. Well, maybe. Nope, that's not going to work. I'm going to need to get closer. Alright, that is fine. So let's load. And we'll watch the magic happen. Alright, it's still busy loading. Yep. It's taking a second to load everything. I imagine that there was a little bit in storage. So let's have a look. Yeah, loading is happening. Looks like we picked up around 700-ish. Mining speed's at 15.6. So I suppose we could double it by putting another miner down. But we don't really need to. And we can just hop up here. Oh, a bit too far. Go to the container. Yeah, got a whole bunch of silicon. In fact, there's more. Now we can go and offload that in the grinder. So I'm learning the process because there's a good chance we're going to be able to set these up to work remotely. And we're back at the crusher. And let's see how the loading works on this. Is there a loading? Oh, there's no loading. Okay, so we don't have the option to automatically load with a container. But if we came back with a fully loaded container and we go into trailers, if we drop this one in here and apply, now we're going to have to wait for it, but we have the opportunity to manage. Ah, there we go. So we can drop all of this stuff into our inventory. Sort that. Yeah, there we go. So if we go back to printing, we can see we've got lots of silicon. We've got a lot of aluminium, lots of iron, and a fair bit of calcium with a bit of uranium. I wonder if I could have just managed without having to take it off. I probably could have. I have to wait for that process to finish. So I could click on that. And if I clicked on the tipper, okay, there's no option to manage that. Okay, our trailer is loaded again. So if we hop in here and go to trailers, it's there. I have to just wait until it finishes changing. If I click on that, yeah, you see I can't manage it while it is on the truck. So I can load it into the facility, and I can have multiple of them loaded in the facility and then transfer the goods. Cool. Yeah, that is pretty amazing. There's a lot of stuff you can do in this game, and there's things that we haven't even built yet. One of them I'm going to build in the next episode, and that is the big antenna. Right, what is that? That's an antenna. So I assume it does the same thing as a bigger antenna, but on a smaller scale. And because there's a medium antenna as well. So we've got the big antenna. We might as well just go for it. That'll happen in the next episode. I'll get a couple more of these Kilopower things sorted out between episodes. Go and rip a couple of places down, get more materials. I think we can also take down our landing pod. I have a couple of things in the storage there, but we don't need that here anymore. I'm going to figure out the teleportation of vehicles and the remote control of the base and all of that stuff. Still concerned as to why I couldn't build a light pole. Does that need to be on a platform? Maybe it does. Oh, wait, hold on, I saw a spot. Oh, right there. Where is it? No, it's like there. Ah, there we go. I wonder why we can only build it there. Does it have to be a certain distance away from things? Not a clue. But we can build one, so I'm going to. And the answer is you don't have to build them on a platform. Grab a plug, plug it in. It doesn't use very much power, but we still have to allocate the power. Yeah, it uses 0.2. And I think we probably need to have a whole bunch of transformers set up to run a whole bunch of lights. Anyway, there we go. We've got a light. So I'll be able to find things. It might be a distance thing. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. We've been doing some mining. It's slow, but it happens while we're not there, which is absolutely fine. It allows us, it frees us up to go and do other stuff. And this reactor thing was very slow, very quiet. So is this finished? No, it's at 66%. Oh yeah, I turned the volume down. That's why it was quiet. Yeah, I think in the next episode we're going to explore the antenna, and we're going to need to do something about our plants because we need a bigger dome. And I'll prep for that in the meantime. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers.